Hello everyone, this is Greyshot once I'm bringing another COH2 replay. This is a 1v1. I know. Greyshot, why aren't you doing great epic 4v4s? Well, my mouse has died a few times, hopefully doesn't do it. So if we scope loses, we know what happened. Anyway, a patch came out, which was unexpected. Literally after like a week of been really busy, been trying to get stuff done, and I'm like, you know what? I'll record COH2 replays. Oh, they're all gone. Oh, fuck me. Any case, did the emergency thing where I jumped on COH2.org and be like, who's the first guy who has a replay that I can use? Scoped? Alright, thanks, Scoped. Or was it Deck? One of these guys. I think it was him. Any case, he didn't submit it to me, so I'm not double checking. They're both really good players. Supposedly, this is going to be a really good game. This is on Ongoville, which has nice, I believe, the city in mid, if I remember. No. Oh, right. No. I'm thinking of another location. This one has more like wide open fields. Okay. Oh yeah, it has a hill over here, right? And like a couple of the small buildings. But in any case, we have an American player, an OKW player. Let's see. I would say the American player would probably have advantage. Wow, we don't have the military trucks? I'm seeing a lot of military trucks in 1v1. I'm actually surprised I'm not getting that this game. Although the patches, again, now Jaeger infantry squad should be less effective than they were. Wow, really? You didn't go with Overwatch. I am surprised. I mean, I'm also surprised we don't have armored company. So yay, we actually have normal doctrines or something along those lines. Heavy cover with some barbed wire so the enemy can't use it. Typical. Very nice. Germans pushing more on right while the Americans pushing on the left. Also, just a reminder, make sure you submit those replays. I'll definitely take a look. And, yeah, of course, you have a higher chance of your replay being shown because I am literally out of all my replays. That's what happens. When a patch comes out, it used to be that they would work, and then all of a sudden they're like, nah, it's probably because of technical difficulties, stuff like that. Makes sense. In any case, let's see who wins this epic game as put on the description. Wolf squad's holding the line. We're being charged by Americans in two different corners. They're like, fuck it, we're out. American force opened fire. They're like, run! Alright, at least none of us died. Any case, yeah, Americans giving chase. Most likely trying to grab as much territory as possible. Unfortunately, they forgot mid. So, in case you're wondering why that's kind of important, because that point got decaptured, the Germans are no longer getting resources. Oh, sorry, the Americans are no longer getting resources on the left, which means their resource count has dropped pretty significantly. Again, 23 compared to 7 because this point right here is cut off. See this blue line? Okay, irrational squad just hiding in the building and just, I guess, opening fire on anything that comes by. This scenario, it's not going to do much or have much damage done to it because it's in a building, but that being said, it's not going to do much versus its infantry because it's in heavy cover. So, kind of a stalemate right now. But anyway, good job on the German player getting a fuck ton of resources. So they should be doing pretty damn well. Yeah, the Americans need to double team and push here to get that territory back. Though he probably knows this and is planning to hold this for as long as freaking possible. Echelon squad needs to pull out because it's at one man. It needs to fall back. We have a lieutenant, which means MG. And if we look over here, what does that would also mean? Utility car and Stewart. And in 1v1s, I could see a light armored vehicle being pretty effective. Scoped has gone medical. And most likely, as we can see here, he's going to use just heal his infantry. Maybe get a half track. That could be, but if the enemy gets a Stewart, that could really overwhelm the half track pretty quickly. So he has to watch out for that. American player managed to take that back at that point. It's a little late, though. It's been like a minute without resources, so that's been very helpful for the German player. Meanwhile, unfortunately, the American player is going to slowly push up. It looks like the Germans has some forces on standby to keep his territory under his control. Though, if the American player takes that one point, it's going to be pretty even resource-wise, if not exactly the same. So it should be pretty interesting. A pretty fair game. Anyway, Deco going heavy cavalry company. Interesting. Heavier infantry, of course. You got a Persson, very powerful tank, very good against infantry. It's good against armor, but I mean, like, very potent versus infantry as far as I can find. Certain Pioneers closing the gap and just mowing down some riflemen. Nice job with the Volk squads trying to get that fuel, but rifleman coming in to save the day. Good fire grenade, hurting both squads as they run through it. Squad needs to retreat out of there. Once again, cutting off that resource. It's like they need to hold this, because right now the American player just dropped again. Like a freaking rock. how big of an impact it is. I mean, like, if it goes by another minute of him unable to capture it, that would be roughly about 40 fuel that he missed, which would be 40 fuel that could have gone to a Stuart, which means he's going to have to wait another 2 minutes to get a Stuart, which could be critical time, which the German player, which is deploying his own armor, can use that to take over a decent chunk of territory. Now, the American player is not done yet. Remember, he has a 50 cal machine gun, and 50 cal machine guns have armor-piercing rounds. So if used correctly against a half-track that for some reason doesn't know, and also maybe tagged with a vetted rifle grenade shot, aka vetted rifle grenades are AT rifle grenades, which are fucking awesome at just pinning armor. Takes a second to fire, but really, really good. Anyway, it could seriously damage, even kill the half track with armor piercing rounds. So that's what I would suspect that he might do. We can see the lieutenant, and yeah, the lieutenant can get a bazooka. I don't think he's gonna do that initially, so that'll be a little bit of time. But I do find it funny that as the German player captured the far left, the American player captured the far right. So, you know, sure. I mean, right now both sides have not lost a unit, so far that's kind of going with each other. Both squad's desperately trying to hold the line as the Americans charge on in. This American player really, look how low health these guys are. This may be like a game of like health, because if this guy has a medical and he starts healing his guys, and they become just overall stronger than the American player because they're not initially weak to start off a fight, that could be a big issue. Smoke grenade could have been great, but unfortunately, I don't think the American player has that. He does not. I'm assuming he's saving it for a Stuart. He did decapture the point, good for him, but it's not a critical capture point. It's not going to cut off anyone's territory. Meanwhile, we have American forces just trying to recap that fuel as the German player captures his own fuel. Oh, by the way, gonna bring this up just real quick. I freaking love Japan because it's just literally, if their country's not, their anime is incredibly batshit crazy. There's literally, I'm not even joking, you can look this up. It's called Domestic Girlfriend. And as soon as I say that, someone like flinches, like, oh no, once again, decapped. Like, come on, guys. Anyway, it's called Domestic Girlfriend. I learned about this, and I had to tell someone about it, and my friend was like, are you freaking kidding me? This cannot be a real show. I'm like, dead serious, this is a real show. So, without, you know, building up too much. It's about a guy who has a crush on his teacher, but, and I think he's in high school. I want to say he's high school. Anyway, he's like, you know what, you know, that's not going to happen. Goes out, finds a girl, has a one-night stand with her. And next day, or maybe a day after that, his dad is like, hey, I just want to let you know. And you might be thinking, oh, his dad's going to marry the teacher. Like, no. His dad marries the teacher's mom and also the mom of the girl he slept with. That's right. Both the teacher and that girl are sisters, and now he's related to both of them, and he slept with one. Japan for you guys. Japan. Oh my god. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, this cannot be real, and it is. It's almost as big as a clusterfuck of a premise as The Mist. The show, not the movie. The movie's good. Any case, Stern Pioneer's closing the gap, trying to fight that rifleman. I like during this time, the American player just slowly got a stranglehold of the map. He's like, I'll show you, OKW. I'll take all your resources. 50 cal machine gun opening fire. Yes, it is. And actually, see, it's doing quite a bit of damage against that half track. Luckily, he was able to have the unit preservation to get the fuck out of there. Half track may redeploy, but that 50 cal machine gun's watching. So if he moves up too much, it could be very bad. Now, he might move up because he might realize, like, hey, this thing has a cooldown, so I have a little bit of time, but I really wouldn't risk it. Meanwhile, it looks like the German player is really pushing on the right. Again, away from the 50 cal. Easier to support with the half track, I would absolutely. But now we have a Stuart being deployed, so the American player could absolutely come back and start counteracting a lot of the German forces. Now, Panzerfaust from one of these Volk squads could very well do a lot of damage. Right now, that Volk squad is being smart because he's hiding in the building. It's going to take a lot longer for that Stuart to kill the squad inside because of the cover difference. So, good for him. American player, that was literally taking every point next to the OKW's base. So that's bad. And overall, it looks like it's pretty even, though the American player now has Rangers, which is pretty damn potent, especially with Thompsons, at close range. I specifically say close range. You need to close the gap, just like the Stern Pioneers were doing with hiding behind cover, going and rushing through the bush to to get in the heavy cover to overwhelm the Rifleman squad. So you need that. I like how he tried to put the Volk squad, like, on standby. And Stewart's still there, kind of just opening fire. So, don't know why he got back in the building. But, you know, he's trying to keep that squad back. Meanwhile, we have some Volk squads trying to maneuver. They are equipped with all of them with SG-44, so that makes them at least more potent than the Riflemen, in my opinion, because Riflemen don't have upgrades. I'm actually surprised he hasn't gotten upgrades. But maybe he hasn't had the resources, but I look at the fuel, and now he has tons coming in compared to the OKW player. So, yeah. Oh, Volk squad, no, don't be the first casualty. I swear to God, if this half-track murders his own Volk squad, I'm done. Anyway, Verkeitenwerfer, again, smart, 10-minute mark, always have AT. Or, you know, some substantial AT. American player kind of has a Steward for that, but not really. I mean, he doesn't really have a AT gun or whatnot. I mean, that's not even on the upgrade path. He would have to go something else completely. Makes more sense probably at this rate to go for the major. And hope to God you have, you know, unlock the bazooka teams, stuff like that, to just give to your echelon squads. Again, if you're not going to give Nestor an AT gun, get a bazooka or something along those lines. Meanwhile, the American player is just constantly putting on pressure. I like how he's really just going everywhere to capture all this territory. Just putting a lot of pressure on the German player. Now, as you can see, he did go grenade. At least I think he went grenade. No, he has not. Fuck. He's not gotten a grenade package. It's just automatic for the Rangers. Rifle grenade is being fired, though, on the half track. Stern Pioneers, though, could heal. Big old blob. Big old blob being deployed. Chasing down the Rifleman squad. Stewart, though, coming in to save the day. Here, hey, Stewart, the problem is Panzerfaust. Yeah, you really have to watch out for that. Anyway, Stewart just doing what it does best and slowly firing pop shots as it retreats backwards. It's like the train car sequence in Metro, except not a exclusive to what is it? The freaking I can't even think of the name of the company. That's oh my god. That would have been an amazing joke if I would have nailed the name of the company. Fuck, what is it called? They make Gears of War. Shoot. Epic. The Epic Games Launcher. Is it I don't know if it has a different name. Whatever. Yes, I have the Epic Game Launcher, but I have the Epic Game Launcher because I got the Shadow Complex for free, because that's a great game. But yeah, hopefully they put Metro back on Steam. And I don't feel too bad that it's being review bombed, stuff like that. Because again, whoever thought it would be a fucking smart idea to do that 2 weeks before game release, that would be like, oh my god, that would be like a great example would be if Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I know was a Microsoft exclusive and people got pissed off at that. I get that. But they had the foresight to, when they announced the game, to say it was an Xbox exclusive, at least temporarily. They didn't be like, hey, all you PlayStation owners, like 2 weeks before the game came out, all your purchases are now either invalid or may go through. The Rise of the Tomb Raider game is now exclusive to Xbox. That would have pissed people the fuck off. Like, or again, the same thing happening, being like, hey, Xbox, we know you're supposed to get PUBG, but now, like a week before, we're gonna do this exclusive deal. No, PUBG literally announced way ahead of time. Again, exclusive to this console. I know I'm going really Xbox heavy, but I can't think of anything that's being exclusive to PlayStation and then eventually release to Xbox. At least for offhand. There's probably a game. There's probably something. But that's just a real shitty move to do timed exclusive, especially when people have pre-ordered the other version of the game. Any case. So it looks like both sides have, once again, not really taken all that many. They've taken hits, but no one has really died. Nice mines, by the way. Again, mines. Mines. Use them. Anyway, 50 cal machine gun. Badly placed, negative cover, but hey, not, I guess, too bad. Are you going to upgrade your men with bars bazookas? I feel like that's a good idea. So you may want to do that. So now the German player's just gone all over the place to capture territory. Smart on him. I like the Verkeitenwerfer for secretly moving around. At least giving sight for the kill the 50 cal. Volk squad gonna need to get the fuck out of there as Rangers close the gap and probably gonna do a lot of damage. Again, good idea with the retreat there. We have smoke coming in of some type or some ability, which I'm assuming is Major. Major actually getting a decent artillery strike to hurt some of the infantry on the retreat. Very lucky hit there instead of, well, anywhere else. Can Warfare again being pushed back by Rangers. Here's the thing, Jackass. Capture this point, otherwise you're not getting the resources. That's kind of helpful for you to capture that point. So, you know, do it. Anyway, rifle grenades maybe fired. Yep, there we go. He could kill the half-track right now. He very well could. He actually probably should have continued to chase down with that rifleman squad. But that Stewart's getting some nice rear shots on it. Smoke being deployed, but he could fire through the smoke if he wanted to, or just run around, but then could very well risk for cannon morphers. No, he's firing through the smoke. Fire! Get the... Oh, no. They can see you. Fire! Nope! Oh, the half-track barely alive. Yeah, you know what actually might have helped him go this way? Oh, no. Maybe that would have killed him. Oh, the mine got him. Good mine. Good mine. Anyway, half-track barely alive. Stewart, unfortunately, as we can see, the first major casualty of this game. At least that I can see. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Has anyone died so far? Except for that Stewart. Has anything died? No. The Stewart is the first casualty of this game. We're 16 minutes in. There's only been one unit casualty. That's how you know you actually have a good player. Also, as we can see, both sides have taken a vast majority of the map and then come right back. A vast majority of the map, come right back. It's this thing like it's a kind of like a push and pull situation that you see. I know a lot of people who, when they play this game, I literally have played with people who say this. When they see the entire map like taken, they're like, fuck it, the game's over, we lost. No, you can absolutely come back. You just need to be smart on how you come back. You just need to not be like, just sacrifice units into some bullheaded stupid errand. Now, unfortunately, he didn't go with the special operations yet. Or maybe he still could. But right now, he has to go G43, which is still a very, very good upgrade for your Obel Sedaten. But it's not SCG-44s. I'm just pointing that out. Just not as necessarily powerful as those. But still, pretty good. And should at least help them versus most of the infantry over here. Because once again, he won't give them LMGs or... Well, I know... Okay, so, okay. I know the LMG is only, you know, for certain doctrines, and he doesn't have that. But Bar would kind of be that special ability that I would say. And he definitely is not giving a bazooka, especially fighting infantry. Hell no. Which is probably why he hasn't upgraded this, because he doesn't want to give a infantry squad a bazooka. Though, that being said, maybe give him bazooka and then give another bazooka so you have an 18 infantry. That could be good. In any case, the German player did put down the Panzer headquarters to guard the star. A smart idea in the capacity that at least you're making sure that you have one victory point, so you're not hemorrhaging in terms of capture points. Meanwhile, good MG there. We have a nice grenade. Again, he's trying to kill this, though we have a Sherman. Most likely he's going to rush over and try to save that cash. Because right now that cash is helping him stay on par with the German player, even though he didn't have the fuel. Now he's going to have fuel, and he's going to be ahead of the German player. The Woofers, though, slowly maneuvering its way around the map. One got detected, so they are like, get the fuck out of there. Half-track being deployed because it's like, hey, what do I have to fear? And then Sherman pops up and is like, bitch, you have me to fear. In any case, we do, again, the first armor of the game goes to the American player, at least medium armor. So, good for him. Good for him. Yeah, no. So, with this armored tank now on the field, the only real thing he has to worry about are the Verkenwerfers, and possibly being fausted with a Verkenwerfer. But as long as he has infantry to support him, and the infantry kind of clear the area for the Verkenwerfer, he should be relatively fine. In all honesty, this could be a... this could be a situation where, how do I say this? If he has good micro, he could use the Sherman to just pop shot and go around, just like run circles around the Verkenwerfer. Verkenwerfers don't have great defense. Like, if you've seen MI replays, you know it's like one grenade, dead. It's what? Go around behind the infantry squad, get mowed down, dead. It's like, yeah, not great. Even just like, you know, the King can fire shots sometimes AT guns and kill it, but fucking hell. Anyway, nice shot on the Volk squad. I think that's the first infantry loss of the game. So German player losing both. Not great. Wow, okay, this thing heavily damaged just from... Okay, maybe it was the 50 cal machine gun. But, again, good job on using that. Very good job on using that. Meanwhile, with the infantry counteracting the rifleman. Again, good idea. Trying to make sure he doesn't capture any more territory. Though, again, we see here, he's not... Wait, he hasn't changed over? Change over to explosive shots, dear lord. If you really need to do a recon with your major. and detect to see if enemy has a plane. I'm sorry, not plane. Use your plane to detect if the enemy has a vehicle or like a tank. If the enemy doesn't have a tank, you're golden, man. You're crystal. It's, yeah. Oh, and meanwhile, once again, German player just knocks out the American player's resources. I mean, the American player did the exact same thing to the German player, but it seems like the German player is doing it a hell of a lot more to the American player. So, it's just one of those situations where it's just like, you know, the Sherman, a really good vehicle versus infantry. You may want to switch it to explosive rounds. But at least, I mean, the good news is unit preservation's been fantastic for the American player, and it looks like finally he's upgrading his men, which, dear Lord, it's about time. He is also getting a lot of manpower in reserve, so maybe he wants to put down some caches. I would say a munitions cache, so we can start just forking out those bars and bazookas, literally just handing them to the riflemen as they get deployed. That would be awesome. Looks like that grenade kind of missed the mark. Support gun, though, being like, fuck it, I'll shoot my own men to show you how much damage this thing can do. Not a great idea, but, I mean, hell, it drives the point. Major being like, I'll fight him off. And really, the only reason he has this, even though it's extremely weak versus infantry, is so that it can gain veterancy. If this can get Vet 2 or Vet 3 veterancy, your Major's doing fucking great. 50 cal machine gun also supporting, so, again, the Major can do a slightly more damage to get the veterancy. Once again, not explosive. Very confused on that. American forces push back on the right just because of the half track, which, again, it's still alive. Good for him. And now you have a Panzer IV. So now you want to have versing, again, armor. That seems like a good idea. Does he still have the double? Yeah, he still has double for cannon warfare, which are still lying in wait. God damn, they're just like raptors in the tall grass, just waiting to pounce. There, that reference nailed it. Can't say goddamn, I forgot the name again. Epic. I can't say the Epic game launcher, which there's probably a better name to say that. But I think that's the name of it, the Epic Store game launcher. You know, like, maybe I'm wrong. Should there be a better name? Like, I don't call Steam the Steam game launcher. But that being said, if I say Epic could be, that could be literally, it could be the studio behind it that makes the games. It could be the software. It could be a fucking terrible movie. So maybe add something a little more unique. Like, Valve and Steam are two entities that I don't think there's been a movie called Valve. I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. Or a game called Valve. I know there's a game called I'm Freeman, which is supposed to be hot garbage, but there isn't a name, like, it is a little more unique. A little more. And yes, there's more names like Halo, but I think when you say Halo, most people think, oh, yeah, the video game series, not the Beyonce song? I think it's Beyonce. Anyway, Panzer IV just wrecking some infantry. Finally, German armor is deployed, and as you can see, probably gonna wipe a squad. Man, finally, first wipe of the game. Good job, German. Good job, German player. Maybe get two? Thank you for what?
All sectors. Ability.
What did he do?
Supply line just got cut off.
I'm very confused. Did he get the cash? Did he get... You see capping this again. Panzer IV just opening fire. Wow, it's actually, you know, unfortunately you can't switch between the two. But, oh boy, it's just one of those situations where it's like, American player, you had the lead. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, okay, maybe not leading capture points, but you're doing pretty fucking well. And now you're kind of losing a lot of men. Well, as soon as you get the tank up and running, his pop cap will increase. But, I mean, like, this is a great situation. Let's walk into the barrel of a Panzer IV with no AT. That's a great idea, son. That's a fucking brilliant idea. Support gun also opening fire. Panzer IV's like, oh, I want to get more kills. I should probably move up. Oh, wait, that would be a bad idea in case he has AT. And speaking of AT, Sherman coming around. Panzerfaust could have been active right there, but probably could have crippled it because it needs to be under 75% to damage the engine. Oh, Vikenwerfer has been knocked out, so at least one of them is down, though he has enough Volk squads. Can be like, just walk over and heal it. Oh, let's see, he did lose a Volk squad. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. So he's down to 3, although highly vetted. So, I can't say he's doing terrible. Anyway, American player being like, well, bitch, please. If my infantry is going to have some something to deal with that Panzer IV, like a Jackson. And I can't wait to see how he fucks this up. I mean, look, out of the two sides, I feel like the side more prone to fucking this stuff up, like right now over here, he's probably going to let it be because he probably has no idea about it. Half-tracks and with the Oval Sedan, probably going to kill this unit. It's very close to dying. Oh, no, the little shack managed to sort of make it, you know. Oh, shoot. Last Panzerfaust in a Verkenwerfer shot. Cripple that Sherman, which means the infantry can easily roll up on the Jackson because there's no infantry support coming over. Oh, boy. One of those unfortunate situations. And once again, the map is now pretty much entirely controlled by the German player. Again, to be completely fair, the American player can come back from this, but he needs to be very smart because the longer this happens for, where you have that back-forth mentality, it's easier to come back in certain situations than others. And having both your armored vehicles rendered not useless, but ineffective in certain combat situations, and the enemy's closing in like a goddamn noose around your throat. Probably have that idea because of the new Child's Play trailer just came out. But anyway, it just becomes harder to maneuver, and unfortunately, sometimes you can't escape. Yeah, Child's Play. Apparently, there's both a series based off the original series of movies / like direct-to-DVD stuff, and now there's a movie that's completely original. And from what I can tell, it looks like, and I could be very wrong about this, but from what I see in this movie, this isn't a demonic possession movie. This seems like a like a robotic, like takeover movie with the Chucky doll. Like it's an AI more so than a evil demonic serial killer turned doll, which. Once again, like a decent idea for a premise, evil doll murdering people. But the idea, like, how do we do this? Let's have a serial killer use a witch's voodoo curse. Oh, you might want to retreat that unit. Wow, unit preservation's slipping, man. It's slipping. Aw, oh, damn it. 3-star unit just chipped to dust. Anyway, a voodoo doll, I'm sorry, a voodoo curse transferred to a doll. That's just a great idea. Just. Well, I mean, it's pure 80s for you. That's probably the best way to describe it. 50 cal machine gun just doing freaking work. Come on. There we go, Jackson. Unfortunately, the Panzer IV, if used correctly, might be able to overwhelm a Jackson. If used correctly. Unfortunately, in this situation, Jackson has advantage. Now, he is luring the Panzer IV back to base. Now he can use Blitz, which might give him the edge to get the fuck out of there. Okay, that's what I mean by a certain situation. Knock out the main gun or get an extra shot in or two of the Jackson just using cover or something like that. I have no idea what the fuck you're doing with that Jackson. Panzerfaust is very close or likely to happen at this rate. Sherman! Oh my god. Okay, he's not doing that much against infantry. At least his 50 cal machine guns hurting him. Half his riflemen are dead. they're just dead. Luckily, he has more than enough manpower to get him back, but he really didn't start capturing territory. Amazing how he captured the fuel, but none of this other stuff he captured. Also, the Panzer IV is currently out of commission right now, man. What might help you out right now is explosive rounds, because right now, you are doing jack shit versus the infantry. Actually, mine. Oh, you're so lucky. Anyway, you're doing almost nothing to that thing. So, you're going to need to switch to explosive rounds to actually start killing the infantry. I mean, to be fair, you did knock out 2 Verkenwerfers, but I think it's more the 50 cal machine gun and your rifleman more so than this freaking tank. Oh, Panzerfaust inbound, although probably not going to do enough. Hold on. Up just barely. Just barely hits the 75%. And now the Panzer IV comes in. But, again, most likely he's healed his Jackson. He will rapidly deploy back over. Again, good maneuvering. Just don't stop moving backwards. Don't stop. Oh my god, the American player took both Verkenwerfers. That's a spicy meme. Oh, that's great. Jackson could open fire, especially with extra power. Oh, it's so close. He's so close. AT grenade. Fire. Yes. Oh no, Panzer IV get the last shot. Oh, it bounced. Oh, that could have been a fuck you, but the fuck you turned into a fuck you by the Jackson. That's incredible. That's that. Oh my god! And please, for the love of God, switch to explosive rounds. He might at this point deploy a command tank to counteract the armor, and that's probably what I would do. I mean, if you lose the Panzer IV, I look. There's two options you can go: King Tiger or Command Panther. 'Cause why would you? Again, you can go Command Panther. Why would you go normal Panther? Best thing to do would, be deploy the upgrade Panther, because right now the biggest issue you have is not necessarily infantry. Your infantry's golden. Like, these Volk squads have gotten a fuck ton of kills. Almost done holding their own. Doing really well. You have a good infantry squad and counter infantry squad. Like, you're good in that regard. The biggest problem is armor. And can you deal with that armor? Sure. Command Panther. The King might be a lot harder because a good micro there, getting in and out of the unit with a grenade. That's why you always, at least in my opinion, I always aim for the door. Now, unfortunately, Command Panther decides to go headlong at the enemy and also use mark target. Both Ken Warfers are now opening fire, and I don't even know how, but he somehow fucked up his counterattack. Holy shit. I don't know what to say. I mean, he's still winning in the infantry game department, and I swear to God, no! I was rooting for that 50 cal. Oh wait, was that the 50 cal machine gun I was thinking of? Yes, it was. Fuck. I was rooting for it. It was doing so well. Meanwhile, yeah, they have no AT. This German player went from having an amazing AT defense to literal jack shit. Oh my god, this half-track's still alive. Even in death, it still manages to screw over the American player in some capacity. American player just double taps. Again, always double tap. If you haven't watched my Resident Evil video, absolutely. So, yeah, that was a really stupid move. I'm assuming you thought he could kill his armor back at base healing, but that was dumb because, again, the American player isn't waiting on one rear echelon squad to heal his stuff. He can just decrew the unit and do rapid repair, especially because, again, we look here. Oh, look, this rapid repair to quickly heal it. And again, squad defense, improve squad repair time. So, yeah, as soon as it gets above Vet 2, it can heal quicker. So, yeah. The only downside is, though, is even though all the armor on the American side is still alive and kicking, the resources still belong to the German. So right now, he's getting so many resources, in 2 minutes, he can deploy another Panzer IV if he wanted to. Like, that's insane. I mean, he's not going to deploy a Panther anytime soon. It's going to take at least 3 minutes to do that, because that's out of the realm of possibility. But if the German player manages to get to me, if the American player manages to get to me infantry, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Oh my god. And retreat. Why would you retreat? Saw the Jackson come in for counter was like, God, I have to get the fuck out, that's a tank. And then, of course, when he gets back to base, the commander's like, let me get this straight. You ran from a tank destroyer. He's like, yes, sir. It was really deadly. And he's like, the tank destroyer. Designed to kill tanks, not infantry. And the squad's like, oh. Also, I like, as the Sherman is dying, as the Sherman will probably fucking die from this thing, it does not go explosive rounds. Once again, that Sherman was like, fuck you to the very end. It will not go explosive rounds. I don't understand why. So, right now, this could go either way. The German player has lost another Volk squad. He has 4 infantry squads left, and that's it. No armor. The American player doesn't have as many infantry squads. I mean, he has a few, but especially without the veterancy. Up, can the Ranger kill it? Oh, so close. Yeah, definitely not as much veterancy as compared to the German player, but he does have armor. So honestly, I think this comes down to if the American player can use his limited resources to capture the territory he doesn't have. Oh my god, there's still that 50 cal machine gun. And he lost another unit. Oh boy.
They got wiped out.
Again, he needs to kill some of those roaming squads. He might want to save... It could be risky. It could be very risky. But if he can capture territory, he may want to save up for a Pershing. No, actually, I take it back. Sherman's probably the way to go. You need something to kill infantry. And for the love of God, switch it to killing infantry. But I can honestly see where both sides have no idea how big of an army each other have. The only way I could see one side having or winning is right now the victory points. The American player needs to capture the victory points. And right now, that's where the American player is faltering. He doesn't have shit to kill the infantry guarding those points. And right now, we know one of those points, like this one, is guarded by the headquarters building. The Jackson can literally do nothing as the squad. So literally, as an act of defiance, yeah, there's nothing the American player can do right now. There's absolutely nothing. I mean, he could run him over. Jacksons aren't known for running infantry over. Pretend for at least getting that. He needs to probably have this Jackson open fire on this base and then send his stuff over. Like, but now he has Verkemmer coming over to deal with the Jackson. Again, this is a very weird scenario.
We're down to 10 points. Our capture point is being overrun.
If the American player did not lose his infantry and like actually retreated with unit preservation, he would have won the game. He probably would have won the game. You know what? I can oh my God, is he really gonna hand the? He just handed the German player a Jackson. That is incredible. I can honestly. Oh nope, he killed it. Some spam. M8. Wait, I'm sorry. Deco M8. He didn't go M8 once. Anyway, anyway. So yeah, the American player screwed himself. If he would have had the same unit of preservation he had at the beginning of the game, he would have won that match. And also, if he would have actually, you know what? I take that back. If he would have used explosive rounds against an infantry, he might have actually survived because that would have allowed him to kill the infantry while retreating, and that might have saved him from a Panzerfaust. Or actually decrewed it, repaired the armor so that way it wasn't it. Because you can jump out, do the instant repair, and get back in the tank. And there wasn't anything there. Worst case, he just jumps in. Because, yeah, that Sherman probably would have saved him the game with explosive rounds. But he didn't do that. The Scoped had the resource game because he had a majority of the points. Overall, like, it was even. And then over the course of the game, we saw the German player take a little more territory. So yeah, I definitely leaned more so. And then desperate gamble, just sending everything to go capture points, failed because of the such good infantry the German player had. If he would have had the Sherman just like curb stomped his infantry, he would have been done. Like Scoped would have had anything to survive that. But because of the fact he didn't, he had to do stuff like this, and him sacrificing the Jackson was just stupid, just absolutely stupid. Anyway, let's double check. Oh yeah, unit preservation. We can see here the German player was better. But it did take both of them quite a long time before they lost the units. So I'll give credit where credit's due. So this was still a pretty damn good game. Personal damage, Jackson did the most. Although that MG, god damn, the MG was good. I'm going to say it was the Volksquads. Yes, it was. 62 kills, 10,000 damage. Very nice. Oh, yeah, and then, but that on the flip side, Scoped. Your half-shot gameplay, great. Your Panzer IV gameplay, pretty good. Your Panther gameplay, holy I have no idea why you did that. That was a real ballsy move that literally ended up with you just slipping on a banana peel. That was hilarious. But in any case, guys, that's game. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe and send those replays so I can cast fan replays and not, you know, random replays because I want to do fan replays. Yeah, the patch did screw me. So again, if you want your replay, submit it. I'll take a look. No mod, no AI, and you may be on the channel. Who knows? But in any case, it's been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time. Hello, everyone. This is Greyshot17. Before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Ace, Joe Foley, Joey G, JP Vaal, jrchicklis, Manuel Marcadoli, Milam, Ollie, Onlyplayapples, Pyroshark, Rifle, Sebastian Marzalik, sgtMcPain, Streakingwookie, Toussaint, WhiteHotD, Aaron Yee, Jordan Savat, Leo Liu, Nathan, Angus, and Tim. Thank you again for your incredible support. You all rocked. It's been Greyshot17, and I'll see you all next time.